stuff like this.
What it up? What it do? YouTube.
What it do? YouTube. Well, welcome back, everybody, to YouTube, guys. This is just YouTube right now, like we do all the time. We'll get you guys first. It's a bit of a somber Monday, at least for me it is. As obviously, there's nothing that I have to not tell, because obviously it's all over the fucking world. And you see behind me, my little, makeshift tribute to the gentleman who lost his life, along with his daughter, and 7 other people. Yeah. If you live under a rock, then you do not know that Kobe Bryant has passed away in a helicopter crash on Sunday. And man, it kind of sucks. I don't know why. Usually, I don't let this kind of thing. I'm sorry, YouTube. I gotta fix my mic, and I hope you guys can hear me because I'm pretty loud anyway. So I'm pretty sure it got to the mic anyway. I don't do celebrity deaths, and I don't know the guy. I never met him, and so I don't get that connection. Like some people go crazy, like these people crying. Like I'm sad, genuinely saddened for what happened. But this one, for some reason, it bugs me a little bit. Like, there's been like 2 or 3 celebrities that passed away that bugged me. Michael Jackson was one because I was a huge fan, and it bugged me. He's another one. It's weird. It's really weird. I'm not even a Laker fan or nothing. I think he's one of the best to ever play, but I like what he's done off the court. After obviously his little run-in with the law back in the day. I forgot what year that was anyway. Do you have any thoughts? Well, first of all, everybody, you see the other gentleman in the picture in the frame next to me. I don't know what side we're at. If he's recording it, he should be to my left. JWalkkk, obviously, my 1 cent podcast with JWalkkk. Any thoughts on this tragic incident? And it fucking sucks, actually.
It's sad, man. But I guess we'll get into it when we start the podcast. But it is really sad.
Yeah,
I don't want to elaborate.
I'm pretty bummed out about it. I even wore a little. I'm not a Laker fan, but I actually had a purple shirt. I'm trying to like some sort of. I wanted to wear a hat, and my balding issues here is just taking over, man. I look horrible with this hair. Thank God I'm gonna cut it. Hey, good thing it's Sunday. We have some festivities. It should lighten the mood for everybody down here, because we're gonna party. Sunday, I said. We're gonna party. I can't wait for Sunday. But anyway, yeah. So very sad, and well, let's not. I hate to start anything like this, but let's just go ahead and we'll get the podcast going as well. This is not what we're going to talk about today. I don't want to do that to everybody. We're gonna dive into other stuff. We got the Super Bowl, and I do want to touch on a comedian who I actually like, but I think sometimes it's not that it's too soon. It's just fucked up. So stand by while we get the podcast going. And we'll get everybody going. We'll get everybody started. We want to, man. This comedian guy, bro. That's tough, bro. And supposedly he deleted it. And then he said he got hacked. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna save it. Let me get this going. I know YouTubers, every time you see this moment of silence for us, it's because the music for the show is kicking in on the podcast part, the opening. They can't hear me talking now because I'm silent. One of these days, I'm going to get this music on here. And away we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the My 1 Cent podcast with JWalkkk. Like we just told the YouTubers, as we always do first. Today is a somber day around the world. Again, like I said, if you're living under a rock, then you would know that Kobe Bryant passed away yesterday in a helicopter crash, along with his 13-year-old daughter, a teammate, his parents, I think another coach, and the pilot. So I think it was 9 in total. And I usually this stuff doesn't affect me in the sense of I feel for people, but I don't know him. So it's like one of those like, okay, if you feel for the family and you don't like people dying tragic ways or dying at all. But this one's bothering me, man. I'm genuinely saddened by it. As if I felt like if I actually knew the guy, like I just saw him on TV like a couple days ago with his daughter at a game, and I don't know, man. I feel like I lost somebody I knew, and it's weird to even feel that. But excuse me, I hate to start shows with such downers, but I mean, the man deserves the floor. Fortunately, this is not the way I'm sure he's would. Most people don't want to get the floor. Being talked about their death, especially at such a young age. He's fucking younger than me. He's actually a year younger than I am. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just genuinely saddened. And JWalkkk, anything on that? I don't even know how to talk about this stuff.
It really puts everything in perspective about everything. You could be lively one day and you never know what's gonna happen or how it's gonna happen or who it happens to. It's really sad for him, his family, and the other families that were involved. They were just going to his daughter's basketball game, like his travel team, and it was her friend and her family that were also going to the game, and it's sad. I mean, he rode helicopters like 15 out of the 20 years he was in the league.
Yeah,
I mean,
every time to a game.
So it's like you never know. Something so simple as something you do every day, like maybe driving a car
all
or
the time. Yep.
Or
it's like probably like one of us, getting in our car every morning going to work. Same shit. For him, it was a helicopter. I hear people say all the time that they're safer. They're not easier to control. Whatever. It's a smaller thing. Like I don't know. Obviously, now with the coming weeks, months, probably years, some are saying the investigation may take to really put together everything that happened. Like I'm hearing they were flying too low, or they had no visibility. I don't know, bro. Honestly, it doesn't even really matter. At the end of the day, they're all gone. And could it have been avoided? I guess I don't know. We'll find out. I guess I don't think people care right now, though.
So in aviation, for an investigation to be like completed, it takes 1 year. And okay, I believe sure. So it's 1 whole year from the day it happens. So the FAA will go out and have their investigators check it out and write a report, but the report will not be published or finished until exactly 1 year from the crash date. So no one will really know.
And that is a set thing. Like it's a year.
It's a year, no matter what. It's like an FAA regulation. And so I
had heard something like that. Well, the way I heard it was more like, the person familiar with the way these investigations take was saying it as this could take up to a year, but like they weren't specific, but they sounded like they knew how these investigations take place as far as aviation ones to whatnot. Damn.
So like the official report will be finished and publicized in a year, like exactly 1 year from the day. So it's sad. I mean, Kobe he was more than just a basketball player, and it's sad. Like growing up, I mean, he was like my Michael Jordan to your Michael Jordan. I mean, growing up, it was like him, AI. I mean, like even when like kids were at school, like at my age, you would shoot like a little paper ball into a trash can. You would just Kobe. Like I mean, it's just like little things. Like you don't have to know basketball or watch basketball to know who he was and what he stood for and his mentality, which he was always the best player on the court, but he worked like he was the worst player on the court. I mean, you hear all these reports about this Mamba mentality.
The highlights of the game here, the game that he had here years ago that he lost here. Right after the game, they had him in the shooting practice, practicing after the game. Taking shots. I don't know. He shot like 500 jump shots or something that night after the game. Like that is what made him who. I mean, the kid came straight out of high school. Let's not forget that. I mean, and he played from the moment he got in to the day he retired. He just went balls to the wall, bro. They were showing wait, what was it? Shit. I'm trying to think. Well, obviously a lot of people have come out. I'm gonna get into some of the people that I'm not too happy about that have actually come out, the way they came out, especially one of your guys who you already called a fraud on this show. I think I'm gonna have to second that motion with you on our local boy here. But man, no, I mean, look, he was, like you said, he was more than a basketball player. Even with the discrepancies he had when he was younger. everybody. I mean, look, dude, look at the whole Michael Vick thing that's happening now too. Like, people were petitioning for him not to be the captain of the Pro Bowl or whatever it was, and now that 30 for 30 is going to come out, and they said that's just going to be crazy. But me personally, as a dog lover, I'm not happy with what happened, what he did. But I guess he served his time. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. I'm one of those people that's like, it's not enough. I guess because I love dogs. Like, it's fucked up what you did. But I mean, at one point or another, you do have to realize people do have to be given the opportunity, and he's been clean. Like, whatever. I bring him up because, I mean, fucking Kobe was accused of fucking rape. Let's not pretend like it wasn't a thing. Like Roethlisberger too, same shit. But you have to move on, and those things, that was a long time ago. Like, you have to move on from that stuff, and the reason I'm even bringing this up, honestly, because I think it's kind of shitty to even bring stuff like, especially the way his life went from that point on, like everything he did after that, and the way people talk about how he was a family guy, and like everything was just 100 with him. He was perfect. Like I said, the reason I even bring this up is because a comedian that I actually like. I haven't really heard him much as far as his specials and whatnot, but I hear him a lot on the Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience, excuse me. Ari Shaffir, Mr. Ari Shaffir, put out a tweet yesterday, and some people will be like, "Oh, it's too soon." It's not. In fact, I had a tweet that I was gonna joke about. Not really joke, but I was gonna be like, well, to like my friend, I was gonna tweet it, and then I said no. That to me, Kobe's like, I can fuck this shit. Hold it. That, like, I was gonna say some stupid shit like that, but in a circle, in a knit circle of the people that I know, and whatever. And I even held back, and I'm not one to hold back on stupid shit like that. But he came out and like he went off, and I'm gonna read his tweet straight through. Kobe Bryant died 23 years too late today. He got away with rape because all of the Hollywood liberals who attack comedy enjoy rooting for the Lakers more than they dislike rape. Big ups to the hero who forgot to gas up his chopper. I hate the Lakers. What a great day. That's fucked up, man. Like, that's too much, dude. And I'd like to see what his peers, because like I said, he comes on Joe Rogan a lot, and Joe Rogan doesn't seem like that person to me that would think that this is okay. Some of the other guys, they have a Sober October and all this bullshit, so they have the close-knit group. The comedians, him, Bert Kreischer, I forgot the other, Tom Segura, which, you know what? Fuck Tom Segura, because he hates the Gators. He can suck my dick. But that's pretty fucked up. Like, I don't know how one can justify. He says he got hacked. I have a hard time believing that. And he posted a video, I think, but I haven't been able to see it. I don't know. What's your, obviously you're just being informed of this individual, because you said before we started you didn't know who he was. So, but I mean, just as a human being, like, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's morally disrespectful to a person that affected so many people in a positive way. I mean,
it ain't OJ.
Just the things he was doing after he got out of basketball. He helped so many players. He was helping kids. He had the Mamba Academy. I mean, he was probably going to do more good after his career than during his career. He was probably going to be more legendary after he laced him up for the final times than he was a Laker. He's going to be. I mean, it's rough. I mean, the things that he could have done. He was already an Academy winner.
Won an Academy Award.
He was doing all this thing with his.
I think I heard he owned part of one of the airports in New York. He was doing a lot of shit.
He also owned part of like a energy drink, kind of like, it's called Body Armor. I don't know if you know. It's like kind of like a Gatorade.
Sears, I think he also too. He had a portion of CBS going down. But yeah, he was doing a lot of these things while he was a player still too, opening businesses. He's not stupid, man. He wasn't dumb. He's in the, from what I understand, and I haven't looked it up, and I'm going to now because I want to be smart about the information that I put out. But I think I heard someone mention that his net worth was in the billions already. There's only a few athletes that are in that area, and supposedly he has a company with Magic Johnson. Like, he wasn't stupid, man. He was young when he came into the league, man, but he knew what he was doing, man. He knew what he was doing, and it's a shame that he's not around to now, be able to continue what he's doing. Hopefully his family, his daughters, can somehow keep that going. I'm sure they will. I mean, it'd be kind of fucked up if they didn't. Well, no, 500 million technically, so $500 million. That's insane. That's fucking crazy. Considering that most athletes give up, get rid of all their fucking money like idiots. But man, it's just sad. It's sad. And what sucks also too is that his daughter, the one that played basketball, is the one that went too. His other daughters that I know don't play ball, and he has no son. So the legacy as far as the Bryant name, which she would have carried on, because from what I heard today, I was watching an interview with McGrady, who was bawling. You could genuinely see the pain in some of these guys. Okay. Fuck. I'm sure you haven't watched the video because you don't watch any of the videos. You don't watch any of the work you do. The cats were part of our show last time. They made an appearance at the beginning when you went to get the food. When you went to open the door for your sister. And I wasn't able to crop out your sister. I tried. I couldn't. So she comes out like briefly, but you can barely see her. So I don't know. The software I was using wasn't letting me cut that piece out. It was a pain in my ass. So I said, fuck it. And I played it. And I just put it on. But anyway. All right, let's do this. We said, for the most part, what we've had to say. It's sad. We both agree on that. The guy was a GOAT. To me, he's one of the greatest ever to play. I think, honestly, I also feel like he was his own, like he was a player of just, I don't know, he was his own, like there's Jordan, there's Magic, because Magic was his own entity in the sense as the kind of player, the kind of, like they say LeBron is a Magic type because of his size and the things he can do on the court, and Jordan has its comparables. I don't know. I feel like Kobe there's no one you can compare to Kobe, there's no one you can compare to Jordan, there's no one you can compare to Magic in that sense. So, yeah, we lost a good one. We lost a guy who's going to continue to do good. It's not like one of these dudes that just, escaped the limelight and just didn't do shit, just whatever. He died in an accident. This is the guy who was doing great things with his ability and his platform. And it's a shame. But accidents happen, Who knows? Who knows what's going to end up coming out as far as the reason it went down and whatnot, but it won't matter now. Let's move on a little bit. We got to get out of this somberness. Super Bowl week, obviously, and Super Bowl week down here in Miami. I myself and gentleman next to me, to my right, left, whatever the fuck, I don't care anymore, will be attending a badass Miami as fuck Super Bowl party hosted by yours truly and my significant others. Okay, hosted by her because she's the one that's doing it. I'm just the gopher. I'm the one that builds everything, puts everything together. She's the one that gets credit for all the preparation and all that. So it's fine, bro. It's her thing. She loves it. And she's doing a hell of a job, bro. I'm telling you, Sunday is going to be off the shizang.
Yeah,
you don't know what that is.
She was on my ass for not even RSVPing. She was on my ass. She texted me, hey.
No wonder your shit came up today. I'm like, when did he do that today? I saw it on my phone. I'm like, today or yesterday, whatever day it was that she called you.
I mean, I thought it was apparent that I was going, but I mean, I guess I had a RSVP.
Yeah, he wants it for the count. We want to keep a count going. We're catering it this year. We're having a cater this year. We just want to make sure that we're not gonna
a cater. Who's catering the event?
We're doing a paella, a big old chicken one though, because
a chicken
we don't
paella.
know who might be allergic to seafood and shit, and her daughter is to shellfish and whatnot. So we didn't want to take any chances. So we're doing a arroz con pollo one, a big paella.
All right.
Lady who comes out and does. She'll be cooking. She'll be here around 5:30. I think it takes about an hour and a half. So the main food will be ready around 7:15, more or less, closer to halftime. But there'll be plenty of things to do when you arrive to the festivities here. We're gonna have the beer pong table. We're gonna we might have one of the big round tables we have as the flip cup. Have a big flip cup competition there. I know you're a fan of flip tits. What is tits? All
right, so you never heard the drink game Tits?
No.
It's usually played in a circular table of emotion. Okay, so
circular table of emotion.
it's a mixture between flip cup and beer pong at the same time.
Okay.
So either you have
elaborate.
All right, so what is it? Like I said, it's playing a circle table. Everyone has their own cup, and you fill it like a flip cup kind of beer. So you fill it up, and in the middle there's one cup, and then everyone else has their own cup around it, and you have a ball, and you bounce the ball. If the ball goes in to the middle cup, it's a free for all. Everyone has to drink, and you have to flip cup, and the last person to flip like successfully gets T written anywhere on their body. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then if it lands in someone else's cup, it's UV them. So if
I think we're good. I think too much explanation to people. You ever played landmines?
Soft. No, I have not.
That's fun. That one's fun though too.
Landmine.
That's an interesting game.
There's a lot of drink games that are young people.
We'll just stick to the classic, and the beer pong will probably be or flip cup.
Stuff. Yeah, you guys are boring.
Flip cup or dude, listen.
The
majority of people are going to be here. These motherfuckers are going to get hammered. Nobody's trying to read. Nobody's trying to get instructions. We already know how to do flip cup and we know how to do beer pong. Let's just stick to what we know, and then we'll progress as the years go on. Like next year, I'm thinking of putting the projector over the pool.
Wow.
Screen over the pool. So we can watch it from outside instead of inside of the, the way I have it set up now. And the new projector looks fire. Oh man, I can't wait.
Something about the bugs. Better have like bug fucking repellent off the ass.
Well, we have repellent. I'm gonna fumigate with the fog or smoke or whatever the fuck you call that shit that we have here, before anybody gets here and the food and whatnot. But I mean, it doesn't really do much. Hopefully, it's a cool night. The mosquitoes won't bug too much. I'm
gonna bring my cupcakes like I did last time. To the last game?
Outfit is coming together or what?
Oh, I just bought my jersey.
You found Bam?
I bought the Bam. I got the white shorts. I don't know what kind of shoes I should wear. Probably, I don't know, maybe some boating shoes. And then I might have to borrow my dad's Cuban link and just rock that the whole night.
I'm actually gonna have to go to the store and buy a pair of pants. I couldn't find the ones I thought I had in storage. I went today and I couldn't find them. They're not in there. So I have to find a pair of white pants. Maybe I'll go with maybe a powder blue if I can find them. Those will be nice. Some powder blue. I got a pink top. Oh man, I'm gonna be. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, well, I mean, should have picked up from now. Point is, the theme of the party this year. That first year we're doing a theme. We got a match. We got a wrestling match in the background. We're gonna take it. What's the white one name? The Siamese. What is it?
Obi-Wan.
The Siamese.
Obi-Wan.
And the other one?
Anakin.
Anakin? Okay. Just Anakin, or you the whole Anakin Skywalker?
No, it's just Anakin.
Okay. Oh, we had a dog that his name was Chewie, but his actual name was Chewbacca. I named him Chewbacca, but we called him Chewie for short. But technically, it was Chewbacca. Nice. I like it. Okay, the only thing I don't like about the people who are going to wear the basketball jerseys is that you're wearing basketball jerseys to a football, watching event. But that's fine, bro. Am I
going to wear a Chief thing? Like, I'm not going to wear no Chiefs.
I'm just saying that it's a shame that we couldn't put you're going to go the route of the jersey instead of, for example, myself, that I'm going to go route of the character of the 80s in a Miami thing. But the colors, they're just fucking, they're gangster, bro. Yeah, and it's Miami. It's Miami. How many times haven't you heard me bitch about people going to the Dolphin game wearing a Heat jersey? So that's shit that happens down here. We do that here a lot. So that's fine. It's all Miami, baby. And that color's going to be tight.
It kills two birds with one stone, because if I ever go to a Heat game, I already have a fucking jersey.
You already have your jersey, your Bam jersey. When was the last time you went to a Heat game?
Holy, maybe the second or third year LeBron was here.
I haven't gone. The last Heat game I went to was before LeBron got here, and I live right, and I haven't gone.
Yeah, you live right across literally maybe 15, 20 minutes, no traffic, easy.
Yeah, but not.
What are you talking about? You get off at.
I wouldn't even drive over there. I'd take the Metro Rail here in Hialeah all the way down there. Hell with that shit.
The fuck! It literally takes. Oh, now they're fighting.
No, they've been going at it the whole time. I'm watching them.
They're not making noises.
Obi-Wan has been on top the majority of the time.
Yeah, well, he's the bigger cat.
I think cats are fun to watch sometimes, but I'm not. I'm just a dog person. For as a pet though goes. What is he eating him out?
No, he's biting his leg.
She was eating her out.
one, they're both guys, and two, he's
Oh
biting.
my God, you have gay cats. Your cats are
He's
gay.
biting his leg.
Yeah, that's why the black cat was spread eagle, laying down, looking at you, while the other one face was clearly between its legs.
He was biting his leg.
Yeah, it was biting something.
His leg.
Yeah,
You know
hey, it's okay, bro. Hey, it's okay. If they're gay, they're gay. It's okay. Don't worry about it, bro.
I'm literally here. You're not. You can't
We're
even.
about to
barely
do a
see him.
69, bro. YouTube, we're about to have a
They're
feline
literally
69.
right here. You can see them clearly biting each other.
Now, hey, listen,
Oh
bro.
my
You
God.
weren't looking when I saw what I saw. Okay, you didn't see what I saw.
You're just a perverted
And that's
old
one
man.
of those things that you can't unsee either.
I think it's the mustache. I think you're just a pervert with a mustache now.
That bitch is coming together.
Got a big,
And I got one more shaving to do before Sunday to get it nice and trimmed out.
like a caterpillar.
You know what? I almost got the wig though. I almost got a wig. I almost got the 80s blonde male wig, but no, I didn't do it. I'm just gonna stick to what God left me with.
Nothing.
With this 8-ball here of hair missing up here in the top.
Hat too. I might have to buy that.
Yeah. What time do you think y'all gonna get here? You know?
You know my dad. He'll probably wake me up at fucking 7 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling people say 4, but I mean, you guys can get here a little earlier. So, your family, you get here earlier, get set up.
Earlier, bro. I don't want to help you set up. That's boring.
No, not you. You guys get here and set yourselves up, your spot, where you're going to sit for the most part, because most people do that shit. Even though we're going to have, activities, we're going to have an area in the back for the hookah. Hopefully, if we can get a hookah, I have a hookah, but it only has one chamber, and I'm not looking for that shit. So we want to see maybe we do a little hookah station in the back. The pool table's back there. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the last time I went to your house or the time before, but I got smashed up on Yingling. I was destroyed. I don't know what time you had all those Yinglings.
That wasn't last year. That was the year before, I think.
Yeah, I was done. I was dying. I drank too much.
That was the last time I saw you drink, in front of me at least. So the Super Bowl. Okay, look, instead of talking so much about the party, because people don't want to hear about the party so much, because most people ain't attending. There are people who are listening that will be attending, and there's some that don't. So let's not, tease everybody. Let's talk about the matchup. One good thing about the matchup is the colors are similar. The red and red. At least we got that.
You just compared the colors.
I'm just saying. Well, I say it because my girl, she does the balloon thing, and so she likes to. Like last year, we tried to put the colors together for both teams. And this year, at least, you got one color that matches red. One red and gold, one red and white, or red and yellow, however you want to go about it. But, what's your take on the...
The Chiefs are going to destroy them by at least 17 points.
You think so? You don't think San Francisco's defense will hold?
No shot.
Even though I know they were giving up a lot of points towards the end of the year.
No. Nope.
I'm actually... It's kind of amazing to me that they're even in the Super Bowl, actually.
What?
I knew 49ers? They were building a team. Huh?
49ers?
Yeah, I knew they were, building their team up, and then young coach. They got Jimmy G. Then he got hurt. They were playing well before he got hurt. But I mean, this is like I would have not expected them to be in the Super Bowl.
Not
like this fast.
It's gonna be the Dolphins in 2 years.
I'm more excited about the draft than I am about this damn Super Bowl. I can't wait for the draft.
Oh yeah, I've been doing so many mock drafts. It's actually disgusting. But to get back to the matchup, the Chiefs are going to destroy them. The Chiefs just proved that they could stop the run. And then, how are you going to stop them? I mean, they're going to start off slow like they've been doing, but who's going to stop them on the 49ers? No one. It's the 49ers aren't going to be able to run the ball 95,000 times against
the Chiefs don't have a great defense either. I mean,
but they proved that they could stop Derrick Henry, a better running back than who is this other guy, Monteiro.
I mean, I think that has something to do with also that the guy was just killing it for how many weeks going into the playoffs and taking a pounding going into the 2 weeks in the playoffs. I mean, how many carries and fucking yards? The guy was taking a beating too. I'm not saying I'm not taking away from Kansas City's ability to play defense. I'm just saying third game on the road, guys do get tired. So I mean, he might not have been as effective because I'm just saying it's not. I don't think it's all the Kansas City defense. I'm just saying. At times, I don't know.
And who's going to stop all the weapons on the Chiefs? I mean, against Green Bay, they have just one wide receiver.
I couldn't speak too much to the defense of the 49ers because I don't have a lot of their stats in front of me right now.
And Richard Sherman's going to get
ability
exposed.
Have, the two things like you do, which I need to work on getting that. But from what I remember throughout the season, their defense was highly praised for most part. I feel like they have the kind of defense that can stop a team like them. They can. I'm not saying they will this particular game, but I'm saying that on another day, and maybe 7 out of 10 or 5 out of 10 or half 50% of the time, they do stop them because they have the defense, the ability, I think, to do it. Will they do it this game? Who knows? I don't know.
They won't.
Okay.
Well, Richard Sherman's going to get exposed, like Darrelle Revis said. So there's too many fast people on the Chiefs. I mean, if it's not freaking Tyreek, it's going to be Kelsey, it's going to be Hardman, it's going to be Watkins, it's going to be Damian Williams, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes himself. I mean, it's
DeMarcus Robinson, former Gator. Yes. I don't really care who wins, honestly. I don't have a what do they say? I don't have a dog in this fight, and I don't like using that analogy, especially we're just talking about Michael Vick.
Preference? You don't have a preference of who wins?
No, not in this game. Not really. I mean, I'd like to see the Chiefs because of Andy Reid.
I don't think the Chiefs have ever won a Super Bowl either. I think they won their last World Championship was 1950 something.
No, they won Super Bowl 4, I think it was. Yeah, Super Bowl 4. They played. If Green Bay would have won the game, it would have been the rematch of Super Bowl 1, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Chiefs and the Packers were in Super Bowl 1. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Chiefs won Super Bowl 4. And that was the last time that they won. So it's been a while. But I may be mistaken on the year.
It became the second AFL team after the New Year's defeat. So it was the AFL NFL World Championship game.
Well, yeah, I mean, but to us now, we just say Super Bowl. It was the championship game, yeah. And it was the Chiefs.
Yeah, against Minnesota. Chiefs. But when was that game?
Jesus Christ. January 11, 1970? 1970. And the Chiefs won 23-7. Beating the Minnesota Vikings. Super Bowl 4. Yep. So that was the last time the Chiefs won. San Francisco has obviously had a more fruitful history with Montana and Rice and Taylor and all the guys that won them all those championships, Bill Walsh and whatnot. And then you had Steve Young and Torello. Like they've had a lot of success. And it's also fitting that the trophy is isn't it? Oh no, Lombardi. I'm sorry, Lamar Hunt is the AFC Championship trophy. Sorry, which would have been the founder of the Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken. So Lombardi is the championship. Yeah, you need to. I don't know. I feel like they need to change. I actually, speaking of naming awards or leagues, players' names, I got a text earlier that there's a petition going around now about having Kobe become the new logo of the NBA. Do you agree with that or not?
It's a hard debate.
I mean, a lot of people say, well, why not Jordan with the, but that's already the Nike logo. It's like, I like the NBA logo because it's just a guy dribbling. It's not a fancy guy in the air and dunking and all that shit. I think it's classy, but I don't have a problem moving on. This might be the best. If there was ever a time to do it, this might be the one. This might be the opportunity to do the fadeaway, I guess. I don't know. Or dribbled, had a similar, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what kind of form they would take for it, but I'll be down for it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but it's hard to change like a logo. I mean, I know Kobe was a great NBA player and all that stuff, but he's probably a top 10 player of all time. I mean, what was Jerry West would be? I don't really know basketball theory like that.
We didn't watch him. I never saw him play. I mean, he's considered one of the best. But those times what did they play, bro?
No,
I feel like
would be the thing is like I only feel like if they did that, it's because he died. It's not because he was just great.
Yes.
So that's like the thing. It's like they only did this because he died tragically. But if he would have died of like at 80, would they have changed it by then? Probably not. It's just that's the only like iffy thing about it. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it at all. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm just saying like to do something.
You're that guy. You're opposing it. How can you do that? You have no heart, no morals.
The other side of the coin. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
the devil's advocate.
That's why I said, do you agree in the sense, and the way I say it is because the fact that it's out there because of what happened, obviously. Yeah. But I think as far as the NBA goes, if they ever had an inkling to want to change the logo, this might be their best chance. Take advantage of the situation, and they come out looking like fucking G's. They're like, look at the tribute we're going to pay to Kobe. We're going to make him the logo of the league. That will just brings, I mean, dude, that will eat up at everybody's heart, bro, and be like, oh my God, that's great. Nobody would question it. Even though, maybe Ari Shaffir
but is that coming out of like a publicity stunt? Like,
well, that's what
if they're doing it for the wrong intentions, that's not
is.
Good. I just want to. I want it to be because of the player who he is or was. It's not like because of the tragic shit that happened. That's the. I know you understand, but it would be.
But I think that's it's going to come off that way, and it's not going to come off bad is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's going to leave a bad taste in people's mouth. People are going to understand that this is happening because he passed away. But the way I think the league could spin it is, hey, we're going to tribute the man, the player, by doing this for him. So, yes, it's coming out of a tragedy, but I don't think it's how them. It's I'm having a stroke here or something. It's the way they can present it that they come out looking like, wow, yeah, look at the tribute we're going to pay to this great man, great player by making him, the logo of the league that hasn't been changed in 100 years, whatever.
Okay, so
you know what I'm trying to say? Yes, it's a publicity stunt.
I'm knocking on wood. So let's say, you hear me knocking?
Yes.
So let's say in 20 years, LeBron retires and all that stuff, and he tragically dies in that accident.
LeBron James.
Wow. Would they say the same thing?
Say that again. You said LeBron, and I just said, I just fuck that nigga. But okay, go ahead.
If LeBron James tragically died in 20 years, do you think the same shit would come out? Oh, we'll make him the new logo. Blah, blah, blah,
blah. No, not in this case, because the logo, let's say 20 years, the logo would only be 20 years old. I don't think you're not gonna make that the reason now why the logos get changed.
Yeah, I know, but if that's the we're not gonna I mean, LeBron's a better statistically wise, better basketball player than Kobe.
Nah, fuck that shit.
He is statistically wise. He's better than Kobe.
I think Kobe's better.
And LeBron has been the best player in the world since 2010. 2009,
and before that, Kobe was the best player in the world. So,
okay, but that's what I'm saying though. You have a better player who's
I'm not gonna do
a top 5 player of all time, and then now you have like a top 10 player of all time, and I just don't want them to do it because we'll look like good guys here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing though. That's what it is.
I know.
Okay,
that's
what I'm trying to say is though. What my point is that I think the league could benefit from this. And what I'm trying to say is if there was ever any thoughts of them wanting to change the logo or just trying to figure out how to do it, I think they just got lucky. No, let me not say that. Sorry. I take that back. Not lucky. But I think they stumbled onto a situation where they can really come out looking like just like gangbusters. Like you can't do anything wrong for like 20 years after this by doing this because yes, it's a stunt. It's not a stunt, but it's a publicity thing. But they come off doing it like if they're just, they're praising, they're honoring the man that was and the player he was, and yeah. But you can't do this 20 years down the line either. It's not a precedent for changing the logo. It's a one-time thing with a one-in-a-lifetime player who, obviously tragically is gone from us, from the world, and all that shit. And this would be a nice tribute. And I think he deserves something like this. I wouldn't be against and this wouldn't be for anybody. You know what? If Jordan died like this, I'd say the same thing. I would have said the same thing if they brought this up. See, I didn't bring this up. I saw this, they brought it up, and then it made me think about it. But if Kobe was alive and LeBron died today, and somebody made that point, I might say, hey, you know what? Because these are specific individuals that they can be spoken of in that realm of becoming the face or the logo of the league after I don't even know how long that logo's been the same. So I'm just saying I saw it. I thought it'd be interesting to.
Now, if they retired his number so every NBA team couldn't wear that anymore, that would be a better,
I think they should do that.
I think that's something I would be behind. You can't wear 24 ever again, like no other player. You just retire the whole number in general. I'd rather them do that than change the logo because, then you're honoring the man, and you don't have to,
Well, the Mavs are doing it, so kudos to Mark Cuban. He said nobody will ever wear 24 again. Yeah, I think that's something that the league should do it. I think the league should come out and say, we're going to retire the number 24 forever. That's it.
Yeah, and then, that would make better sense.
I'm bummed, dude. I hate to keep saying it. I'm genuinely bummed out by it. I guess maybe it's the connection to the daughter, the daughter being there too. And I heard that the whole family was supposed to be in there, but supposedly him and his wife had this thing where they always agreed that they wouldn't fly together with the kids in case something happened. One of them, if that's true, that's pretty interesting too. That people would think that way, in case something happens on a flight or whatever, you're still here. Shit, look at her friend, the girl that was the other teammate that was there, lost both her parents on that damn helicopter. So that's tough. But that's interesting if that's the case. And like today they were interviewing T-Mac, and T-Mac said that he had Kobe telling him that he wanted to die young, to be immortalized and all this and that. And when he heard the news, he started thinking about that. And I know he didn't mean it like that, like I want to die, I want to get killed, young. But I know what he was referring to. But it's interesting when you hear stuff like that and the way things happen. I don't know. It's one of those situations that you don't even know what to say anymore. Like, I mean, we got to move on. Obviously, it's not something that's going to affect us, really, our lives in a sense, because we didn't know him. We don't work there. We don't nothing. It really doesn't do anything. Just, a feeling of like, fuck, that kind of sucks. Even though he was already retired, so.
And it really puts things in perspective. I mean, how old are you?
I'm 42. I told you I'm a year older than him.
And he's 41.
He's 41.
So
I'm 42 years
old. I mean, it checks yourself. It really, if you ever have any problems with, a family member or like a stupid argument, or it's not worth it, bro. I mean, you could literally snap your fingers and someone that you care about is gone. And I think that's what everyone, reconciles with, because it was him and it was his daughter and it was other people's families. And it's like it's sad because now it's going to be his wife and his kids, and he has a 7-month-old daughter that will never get to know doesn't get to know her father anymore. It really touches at home at things like that, because you really just never know whatever is going to happen to anyone, and
And I was saying to somebody earlier, I was like, and really at the end of the day, look, the kids are set as far as financially, as long as the mom doesn't do nothing stupid with her money, but they're set for life. So at least that's not an issue as far as what they're going to do. But I'm sure they'd rather have their father back than the money. Well, I don't know. Some of these kids are kind of spoiled, so maybe they're like, oh, I'll have half and half. But but at least in that aspect, they're going to be okay. And it's 3 other daughters, like there's 3 other kids there, and and his wife and shit. So at least in that aspect, they're good. If they're smart, because that's a lot of money to blow. I'm just saying, shit. That's tough, man. That's to lose them like that. No, it's funny. They were interviewing. Not funny. I don't know why I keep saying that. They were interviewing Ice Cube earlier, and he said that when he first heard, first thing he did was text Kobe. He's like, I'm gonna go right to the source and find out what's going on. And he got choked up for a second. He's like, and he didn't get back to me. Like, the people around the league, like you can tell when people are being somewhat genuine. And we're down to 5 minutes. And before we get out of here, this is where I wanted to talk about a fraud, because now that I'm talking about people being genuine, I haven't seen a lot of his teammates or whatnot actually making videos and posting them. I've seen a lot of people being interviewed, and I haven't really done the research as far as to see if more players did this or not.
Are you going to talk about DWade?
Yes, I am.
Dwayne Wade did 2 Olympic tours with him.
He's a fraud, though.
How is he
like coming on the fucking Instagram and everybody else that I've seen has been interviewed. They've been called out to talk. He's the one that had to make himself a video, put him on. No words, and I don't see no motherfucking. I can't believe that I'm fucking trashing Dwayne Wade. But you fucking got in my head, motherfucker. He's a fraud. That's some fraud. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
You thought he should have just kept quiet. I mean, but he did, like,
you know what? He should have waited to get reached out for and then do an interview like everybody else did. I don't feel. Again, I don't know if any other player did their own personal video. I don't. I've only seen a bunch of interviews, so I'm calling fraud on Wade. I really am. I feel like he did it for just the attention of getting the attention of, hey, look at Dwayne Wade putting a video of him talking about, Kobe. But I didn't see. I heard a lot of sniffling and like, whatever, dude. Like, I think that's bullshit. Everybody. I feel like, look, McGrady, my motherfucker was bawling. His eyes were bloodshot. Like, you can see the emotion in that guy. You can tell that he was hurting. You can see it in other guys, the way they talk, and the emotions are genuine. You can feel, because I'm an emotional guy. 2.5 minutes to go, by the way. I'm an emotional guy. So I know that feeling of that, when something hits you and something, attacks that part of your body and your brain and your soul. And I just felt like he was full of shit. That's all. That's why hanging around with LeBron too much. LeBron was a bitch.
Dude, honestly, this is making me, I'm kind of sad, dude. Like, it makes, like, everyone, like, has, like, a thing to cool down, like a beer or, like, a cigarette. Like, I need a Mountain Dew, bro. I need to drink a nice, $2 Mountain Dew. It's crazy,
I'm saving my alcoholic consumption now till fucking Sunday. I'm not even going to drink on Saturday. I'm ready for Sunday. I am ready for Sunday, especially after this. This was a bum. Yesterday sucked. I was doing a lot of prep work for the Super Bowl, pressure cleaning, and getting the projector set up and all this shit, and really did it, I guess, with a heavy heart, if you want to call it that, because I was bummed out the whole day yesterday and today too, man. I'm glad we got this done, because I wanted to talk about this while it was just fresh in our minds and shit, not really like going back and looking over things other people are saying, like our own thoughts and shit. So I thought it was pretty good. I'm sure this is not the show people expected, but hey. That's it. It's what it is, bro. We're about to hit about a minute left for the podcast. Like I said, hey, man, whatever. Nothing we ain't said already. So thank you for listening again to the My 1 Cent Podcast with JWalkkk. Anything you want to say on the way out?
Where can you find us at?
My 1 Cent Podcast on Twitter, My 1 Cent Podcast on Instagram, My 1 Cent Podcast at gmail.com. And the YouTube. Baby, come on, the YouTube channel, My 1 Cent Podcast, with a 1, not ONE, the number 1, like we are, number 1. All right, you got it. On the way out, what do we do? How is it? My 1 Cent with a 1. You're number 1 in your hearts. Anything?
Say I love you to your loved ones, and hope everyone's safe.
Yep. Then I'll start by saying, I love you, sir, because I love this motherfucker. And I can't wait to see him on Sunday. And we partake like we do every fucking year because we're fucking family. And it's a beautiful fucking thing. And look, I'm starting to get choked up thinking about shit like that. All right. Podcast is about, man. We're out. Fuck this shit. Oh, man. Fuck. That's crazy.
So
I told you I'm an emotional guy.
Yeah, he's an emotional guy. YouTubers, we got about a minute and a half left until we reach 50, and then that's a pretty fucking good time. So remember to like, subscribe, hit that bell for your post notifications, so when we upload, you could fucking see it. Please leave comments. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Tell us that I'm ugly. Tell him that he's fat. I mean, I don't care. We'll take it.
I want to know. Hey, you know what? I want to know what you guys think about the mustache. What do you guys think of? Now I got an issue with the light right now, so my mustache is not showing because my lighting situation is not at its peak. Oh, that mirror is annoying. Let's see. There we go. Look, everybody, YouTube.
Oh,
look at that. Oh no, too much. There we go.
It's disgusting.
Okay, bro, but it's for a reason. There's a purpose. There's a method. hopefully, if things work out, we will be doing a live broadcast. So YouTube, sorry, we are not yet. Can you believe that shit? We can't go live yet. I forgot the exact amount what we need to be able to go to qualify for going live on YouTube, but we will hopefully get a video up so you guys can see the festivities at the Super Bowl party that he will be attending and I will be hosting. What?
No vlogging on this channel, sir. We don't
What's
vlog.
vlogging?
You don't know what a vlog is?
I mean, I know what it is, but why are you saying it now?
All right, you're
because I'm still talking? No, man, I'm not going to be taking videos and documenting everything we do at the Super Bowl party. No.
Yeah, he's yeah, all right.
Hope for that day, because today, like I said, today was pretty fun. So, yeah, this fucking guy is just dying to get the fuck off, bro. So, let's go, bro. We have 50 yet? Are we at a nice even number for you?
Well, no,
nice
now we're at
there for you, buddy?
50 minutes and 20 seconds, so now we got to go for another 20 seconds. Listen, sorry that I look disinterested. I'm pretty upset about everything, and I've literally worked fucking the longest hours in the past 3 days, and I've had no fucking sleep because as soon as I go to bed, I got my fucking alarm clock that wakes me up at 4 o'clock so I can get ready to go to bed. I mean, to work. So, sorry that I want to get a little fucking shut-eye before I have to do the same shit tomorrow.
I'm exhausted. I think I've slept 3 hours in the last 3 days total, really, if you really put it all together. So, and I've been cleaning, pressure cleaning, whatever. Hey, YouTube guys, thanks again for tuning in. Well, you will be tuning in when I post it, which will be soon. And like we said before we hit the podcast, man, just say I love you to your loved ones, bro, because you one day you never fucking know, dude. So. I guess that's it. Anything on the Panthers? You want to drop any knowledge on the Panthers before you go?
No, it's been All-Star weekend.
All right.
So nothing really happened.
Right. All right. Well, I guess that's it then. So, peace in the Middle East.
Peace out. While I fucking try to find this thing, of course.
Yeah, because you're in the fucking dark. I don't understand what the whole darkness is about. Like a
all
cave
around me are familiar. All right. Well. All right. Peace out.